Light Yagami has been found to be one of the most immoral, manipulative, justice-driven characters in anime, and so he garners the respect from many astute fans alike, as he bolsters many great accomplishments and gives an alibi for how intelligent he is, antagonizing others to get his way. He does not ever hesitate on a moment's advantage. For him, it's like a game of chess, and everyone is on the losing side. Even when he has an unfair advantage, he chooses to toy with his victims and manipulate those who are less aware than himself. It is this sadistic attitude that contributes to his cleanse the world disposition. He believes the world is full of impurity. His beliefs guide him with every judgment he makes, with every action he tries to understand why it is paramount for him to do it. He displays the will and demeanor of a person who thinks with a god complex. Simply put, the power of the Death Note allowed him to express his true demonic side to the world, culling those he deemed inadequate. He does not discriminate as long as he derives purpose from his own powers, and gives meaning to his imperative in destruction, in which he demonstrates his utilitarian approach to things. So what if something must be sacrificed as long as it's for the greater good? Light purposefully blinds himself to morality in order to execute what must be done. His justice must be exercised or the world would not function properly, which leads into him being investigated for the heinous crimes he's committed and his rivalry with another equally intelligent character, L. As we said before, Light was in a different dimension, another playing field, in which he could perceive the greater meaning in things better than the average person. However, thanks to the introduction of L, an astute detective, Light had to adjust his plans slightly. Light needed to reevaluate his philosophies in order to match L. Incorporating his logic, emotionlessness, and calculative nature, Light was able to use the strings as a puppet master and infiltrate the likes of the department that was searching for him. Naturally, L would not be so naive to not suspect Light, so then begins the mind games of Death Note. The premise of Death Note is basic and simple, however the beliefs of Light Yagami is another beast to tackle. We gotta understand why he uses his intelligence and abilities to do the thing he does, and how he decides to enact his plans for his end goals or purposes. We can obviously depict that Light is a sadistic person with the goal of annihilation and justice-driven motives, but we can't see the moments Light's cared for someone, the moments he's felt empathy. That's because Light is oblivious to compassion, as he sees it as incompetent and unnecessary. If it isn't helping him in making the world in his picture, then it is in essence a waste of effort, a fruitless action he should cast aside. There are many moments of Light using psychology to weave his way around having to express these unnecessary emotions and actually turning the tides his way by getting others to do most of the thoughtless grunt work for him. His seeking of this salvation in humanity and the everlasting evil and injustice is what motivates and drives him to continue to evolve as a character. The more he sees, the more that must be done in order to purify what has not been purified. Light's beliefs are what inversely causes downfall, as he became too selfless. Due to his insane need for a better, more efficient world, he would commonly make mistakes and give clues as to what his plans entailed, making Light easily targetable for those who disagree with his viewpoints, such as L. Light's beliefs match with the Death Note so inconceivably well, it's weird. It was like the Death Note was bestowed upon him from the gods, and it's his duty to undertake his mission. This power obviously got to Light's head and changed his character as the series continued, so Light's creed of you can gain freedom but not without the expense of something else made him the maddest character in the show, and a difficult person to gauge, especially with his abnormal intellect helping him to use psychology and hide his emotions. In summary, Light was always contemplating different and new ways of thinking and evolving his rational perspectives on justice to validate his immoral path. With his quick thinking, conscientiousness, and psychological understandings, he worked his way through many different and arduous situations to get what he wanted. This is why Light Yagami is the most misunderstood character in anime. If you liked the video, just make sure you leave a like and subscribe, as it always helps out, and as always, peace!